So you want to know the right way to ship a jumbo Pokemon card such as this? Hi there, my name is Ronnie. I sell cards on eBay and I have shipped and sold successfully hundreds of these jumbo style Pokemon cards. And in today's video, I'm going to lead you through the entire process. I'm going to show you the exact materials that I used, the process that I go through, and walk you through every single step so that you can send a jumbo card to your buyer and they can be very happy with their purchase. So I held up these two cards to start with. You should know that there are different sizes of jumbo cards. These are from the Sun and Moon era. They're a little bit larger than the more modern jumbo card. However, whichever card you're choosing to ship, I utilize the same supplies. So it's nice to know that you can buy the same supplies and it's going to work on any size jumbo card that you have. First thing that you need to pick up are some photograph sleeves. These are 6x8 sleeves. It's essentially a penny sleeve for a jumbo card. They work fantastic. They are not very expensive at all. I'll even leave a link in the description below where you can go to Amazon and you can purchase your own. I would recommend looking for bulk pricing on eBay. That's usually where I buy most of my shipping supplies though, so your miles may vary. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff, but just kind of give you an idea and an easy way to find those, I will leave a link in the description to Amazon where you can purchase these and all the other supplies I'll mention in the video. The other thing that you're going to want to pick up are these cardboard mailers. I like the peel and stick kind where all you have to do is rip that label off there, stick it down, and it's safe and sound. These are floppy. Again, the length is 6x8. They work great. I bought these in bulk on eBay, but I'll leave a link to Amazon where you can buy your own if you would choose to do so. If you are selling a lot of cards on eBay, I would highly recommend investing in a thermal label printer. These are 4x6 labels. They are very inexpensive. The printer is kind of expensive. They're around like $200. I utilize a Rollo printer. I'll kind of throw a picture of it right here so you get an idea of what it looks like. I'll have a link to it on Amazon in the description. It has been the single best thing that I've ever bought for my business because it saves me so much time, energy, effort, and most importantly money, because the labels are incredibly cheap and you don't have to pay for ink with thermal label printers. It's a really good investment. I highly recommend it. So I utilize eBay standard envelope shipping. The good thing about this is that it guarantees delivery. It gives you some safeguards as a seller that there's actually tracking within this. It's not 100% accurate, but if your card shows up and your buyer claims that they never received it, you can use the eBay standard envelope tracking to verify whether or not the buyer actually received it. And I've had this happen before where the buyer claims that they didn't receive it. I was able to show the tracking information to eBay whenever the buyer opened up a claim, and eBay sided with me because it was actually delivered. The standard envelope shipping is going to cost you a little bit more. For example, I got a roll of stamps, these forever stamps on eBay. I paid $30 for a 100 roll of stamps, which is a really great deal because right now I think a standard stamp is 63 cents here in January 2023. So that's essentially half off. You can still get good deals like this every day on eBay. If you're going to go the stamp route, I would recommend that you purchase your stamps in bulk. Again, if you're going to be shipping a lot of cards. So if you are going the stamp route and you just don't want to deal with eBay standard envelope because it is a little more expensive, it's 60 cents for eBay standard envelope. I think it's well worth it, but again, if you don't want to go that route, get yourself some stamps, buy them in bulk. The forever stamps are great, but you're also going to want to pick up some of these additional ounce stamps as well, because the way that it works with envelope shipping is that for your first stamp, that's good for up to an ounce, and if your package goes over an ounce, you're going to have to add one of these for each additional ounces up to 3 ounces. So anything over 3 ounces, you're not going to be able to ship via envelope shipping. But if, for example, the buyer winds up buying 2 jumbo cards, such as this, these 2 jumbo cards along with this envelope is going to weigh over 1 ounce. So all I would need to do is add 1 forever stamp to this and 1 additional ounce stamp to this, and I'm good. So those are all the materials. I'm going to now kind of flip the camera over and show you exactly how I pack up a jumbo card. Alright, so as you can kind of see there, the sleeves that I have are a little bit larger for these cards. At least the older versions. So for these, what I like to do is to just throw them in there, and then I do a little bit of arts and crafts, and I do some folding. And normally I wouldn't advocate the use of Scotch tape, but for the material that these are made out of, it is not difficult at all for the buyer to open these. I've had no complaints at all. and I think that it actually provides a little bit of extra protection for the card because it kind of keeps it from moving around within the package just by taping all of that extra material down just like that. So I just folded over all the sides. It was 4 pieces of Scotch tape, and now that card is encapsulated in some plastic and is going to be much safer for the trip. I always like to include my business card in there. I don't usually just throw it loose inside of there. I like to always just kind of tape it on top like that. And then I will take my cardboard envelope, and I like to actually throw this in there upside down because of the way that everything's folded. It just kind of makes it so it goes in there just a little bit smoother. Get it down as far as it needs to go. We can rip that little adhesive label off of there and then fold that down, and now that is all sealed up and good to go. Whenever I put this envelope on the scale, it is going to read to me exactly 1 ounce, and I've talked with my local post office and I've asked them, is it okay? Should I bump it up another ounce? And they've said, no, it's okay. You can just do the standard label. 1 stamp is totally fine. If it goes to 1.01 or 1.02, then you might have some issues and you might have to add an additional ounce stamp on there. I peel off my label, and I really like to put it on the back side, like where it folded down. That way it kind of gives the buyer a little bit of protection, and they know that if they receive this card and that label is ripped, they're going to know that there was some funny business along the line. So with my standard size cards and with my jumbos, I like to put the label over that just to kind of ensure that it's going to be protected and we get those additional safeguards. Now these Sun and Moon era cards, they are a little bit bigger. However, they are still going to fit decently okay within these sleeves. There is a little bit of overlap, and unfortunately that amount of overlap with the cardboard sleeves that I have, it doesn't allow it to sit in there. So once again, I like to kind of tape over the sides of the plastic part, so that ensures that the card isn't going to move around as much. You can see that if I don't tape that over, that sleeve just really does not fit inside of that cardboard sleeve, so the taping is kind of necessary. So there we go. I just do 3 pieces of tape, 1, 2, 3 on down that side there. For this one, I don't put it in upside down because I don't quite have enough room up there at the top to fold that over. So it just goes right into the cardboard envelope just as it is. There we go. Once you get it started, it goes in pretty easy. The other thing that you got to be careful about is that it's just a little bit taller than the envelope as well. But if you just kind of crease the cardboard in there above that line and give it just a little bit more wiggle room, that's going to ensure that that little extra space, extra size that we've got on the Sun and Moon era jumbo cards, now you can see that crease is above the card. Same concept. So rip off the stick, bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a protected Sun and Moon jumbo card. And that's going to do it, folks. That is how you ship a jumbo card in Pokemon, no matter what size you're doing. I would love to give these 2 cards away to viewers just like you. What we're going to do is if we get 10 likes on the video, this card is going to get randomly drawn for somebody. If we get 20 likes, we're going to draw for both of them. So make sure that you smash that like button. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you have any tips or tricks to share with anybody, would love to hear those. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I sell cards on eBay. I do a lot of different stuff around the world of reselling, specifically within Pokemon. So if that's your thing, would love to have you hit that subscribe button and tune in as we release a couple of videos every single week. Thank you again, once again, for your attention, your time. Appreciate you guys. Happy collecting, happy buying, happy selling, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.